Hi friends, it's Monday, October 27th, 2014. Lynn and Jamie here, continuing our assignment. Yesterday we had an active takedown. We're working with a new trainee or two. And so we have been instructed to have as our intention a back to basics session to trigger the awakening right now, right now, right now. And with that, it begins. I'm looking out through Grandma Yu's eyes. I'm looking out through her eyes, and I see I'm looking into a yard, and I'm seeing the area that used to be my garden, and I haven't worked it in a long time, and I'm washing dishes. I'm looking out my kitchen window. I'm washing dishes. She is up and washing dishes.
It's true.
And we're looking at the garden and thinking,
my garden is a mess.
Yes, my garden is a mess. Maybe I'll go out and care for my garden. And that's beautiful to see. She's feeling so much better.
That's true.
And now she's heading out to her garden, and she just intends to be there a little bit.
Yeah.
Not long. And she has just a couple things, like a little kneeling thing maybe.
And a little rake and a little trowel.
Yeah, and her gloves, her gardening gloves, and she's just going out to just dig in the dirt for a little bit basically, and she's starting with some weeding and just... And then I watch the sun cross the sky. She's there for hours. And she looks so happy. And she comes in and it looks like she's left 20 years in the garden. It's like her heart opened up and pain poured out. And it just sank into the dirt like water would. And now it's gone. And now it's nighttime and she's lying in bed. I think she and Frank have separate beds, like twin beds or something, because he seems to be pretty far away, but they're talking. And she's talking about dying.
Yeah, she is.
And about what she wants to feel like when she dies, what she wants to feel like. But she wants to feel different than she does. She feels like today she realized how much healing, this isn't the word she uses. She uses some other words, I'm paraphrasing.
Yes.
She realizes how much healing she has still to do, so that she can die feeling the way that she wants to feel when she passes over.
That's true.
And Frank is just listening very quietly. And finally he says, well, what are you going to do to make that happen?
Yes.
That was a beautiful thing to say. She says, well, I think I'm going to put my garden back in shape.
Yes.
I'll start there, because I feel so much better now than I did this morning.
Yes.
So I'll start with my garden. And who knows, maybe by the end of the week I'll know more. That's a beautiful attitude. It's a beautiful attitude, Grandma. Grandma Yu.
Yeah.
How may we be of service here? How may we be of service? So we can just start to straighten her energy body, because look how much more open it is right now.
That's true, and softer.
Softer. Now just for all of us. Straightening up, 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 engaging in the eternal process of grooming up the energy body. There's always more we can do, and there are all these places where her energy channels have been tangled for a really long time. But they're soft right now, because she has the attitude of wanting to heal this stuff before she goes. And so right now, there's a golden opportunity, there's a perfect window of opportunity that's open right now, that wasn't open yesterday and may not be open tomorrow, but it's open right now to tend her energy body, which is our energy body. We are a part of her. All of us are a part of her. Ooh, tiny little atoms of her atoms. But still, we have the right and the responsibility to tend her energy body. The channels at the back are especially, they're actually stunted is the word I hear.
I hear that too.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what that means. Asking for clarity, asking for instruction. It has to do with not wanting to know the truth about the things that were unexamined.
Yeah.
She pushes, this is a pattern, not to single her out, we push things we don't want to examine to the back of us, and then we don't put our channels up because we don't want to hear it.
It's true.
So, who among us doesn't have this issue? Me too. So, now, channels up especially at the back. Stretching, lengthening, drawing up these stunted channels. I want to know, I want to know, I want to know. It doesn't matter how inconvenient the truth is, I still want to know it. I might not like hearing it, but it is helpful. It is helpful. I think she said, I just want to know straight up what's coming my way. And her guides are saying, well, what's coming your way is the death of your remaining friends. You know how it is for the elderly. Their big social schedule becomes a round of doctor's visits and funerals.
It's true.
One interspersed with the other so as to keep always right in front of them the reminder of their own eventual demise.
It's true.
It's actually a beautiful way of keeping the awareness that we don't live for forever. And this is an awareness that we would all be well served to hang on to no matter what age we find ourselves at right now today, right?
That's true.
Because today could be our last day. This could be our last day. What is the best use of this precious resource of a day? This week has the potential to be our last week. What is the best use of this precious gift of a week? This month, almost certainly is our last month. What is the best use of this precious resource of one last month? And again, the statisticians are right in front of me, and they're showing the graph of the bell curve. The bell curve showing that the most recent assessments, hot off the press, show the most likely window of time for this biosphere to be dismantled begins on November 1st and ends on November 25th. It's a very steep bell curve, a very steep bell curve. It comes in flat, flat, flat. Around October 30th it starts going up. It goes almost straight up by November 1st. So that's only like 2 days to get up the side of it. Boom! Now this is prime time. Prime time, however, continues to November 24th-ish, and then it drops like a rock. So about from November 27th to December 5th, there's like a trailing zone, and then it looks flatline. Flatline, yeah, I get it. Right. Definitely flatline after that. So it's okay, because this is how it is for all of us in every moment. We could step off the curb in front of a bus while talking on our cell phone, looking the other way, right?
It's true.
We could do these things. It happens. Today could be the day for all of us all the time.
It's true.
It could. It could. We could choke on a morsel of snack while we're eating in a room by ourselves, right?
Slip in the shower.
Slip in the shower, etc. There are many, 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 many things that could happen every day. And to go through life with this attitude of today could be the day. What is the best use of this precious resource of a day? What is the best use of this precious resource of a week? What is the best use of this precious resource of a month? Again, they're showing me the archer's bow, aiming straight up, aiming for source, and also target above and target below, stretching longer, 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 and that way when God's hand lets go of the bowstring, zoom! Up we go like an arrow. I feel like I'm back in Grandma Yu's bedroom with Frank in the other bed, and it's same night, same evening. And she's talking about things that happened a long time ago, things that she isn't happy about, things that maybe she's been holding on to.
Yes.
Maybe she's ready to let them go. There were some things that occurred that she felt were hurtful to her. And they happened a long time ago, and she's been chewing over them for maybe decades.
That's true.
I feel like she's saying to Frank, I'm going to call up that offending person.
Yeah.
And bury the hatchet.
And it feels like she hasn't spoken to that offending person
Since then. Since then. I'm going to call up that offending person and bury the hatchet. Now, her guides are trying to get through to her. She doesn't want to hear it. That may not be as easy a telephone call as you think it will be.
That's true.
Because that other person has likely been chewing on this lump of rawhide also.
Frank seems to be thinking, if not saying, the same thing.
He's thinking it. He's quiet. And now he's saying it.
Good for you, Frank.
Good for you.
I think she might do it anyway.
I think she's going to do it.
Go, Grandma.
I would
you.
take that bet.
I would take that bet. You go, Grandma, you.
I look at Frank's heart. His heart is not good.
No. He's not in good shape.
No, he's not in good shape. Asking to be shown. Grandma Universe, Grandma U does not want to think that Frank is leaving soon.
No.
That's something she consistently overlooks. But look at how he's breathing right now. Asked to be shown. He's got congestive heart failure. Look at that breathing pattern. Grandma, prepare yourself.
Frank is dying. We're all dying.
We're all dying. Today could be the day for all of us. What is it you want to say to him? Those things after a loved one dies that we wish we had said. We can use those to beat ourselves up with for a long, long time.
Oh, yeah. Until it's our turn.
If we choose to.
Yeah.
Or we can choose to say them in moments like this. I believe that she's getting out of her bed.
Yeah.
And walking over and crawling into bed with him and hugging him and saying, I'm sorry about all these things. I'm sorry about all these things. I wasn't the good wife to you that I thought I was going to be. Thought I would do a better job. I know it was a disappointment to you in a number of ways, and sorry about that. And he's saying beautiful things back to her too.
That's true.
Because he knows his time is short. He is not oblivious to it. He actually can feel that his time is short.
That's true.
And of the two, he's got a lot more peace in his heart. How may we be of service? Clear the space. Clear the space. There's a lot of emotion being released. And now she's laughing about the gopher scare.
Yeah, that's what she calls it.
The gopher scare. And saying, I don't know why I let that get to me. He's patting her hand and telling her that it was God's way of letting her know that she'll be taken care of after he's gone. And she says, oh, don't talk like that. Well, you win some, you lose some, you know, we're doing pretty well. She says, oh, don't talk like that. And he said, well, no one lives forever. Today could be the day. This week could be the week. This month could be the month. This year could be the year. He says, this year is almost certainly the year. They both agree. This year is almost certainly the year. Maybe a little gentle boo-booms. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Just gentle like a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. See if we can time it with Frank's heartbeat. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Wow. Something just shifted. Asking how we may be of service. It kind of seems like it's appropriate for us to leave.
Yeah.
It seems to me that they went to sleep.
Yes.
But I do know that when we let go of the thing we've been chewing onto, the last thing that we need to let go of, sometimes we pass over. Death is actually the most beautiful thing that happens in our entire lives. We have a hard time telling people about it. We try to tell them about it, but they don't listen very well. It's a beautiful, wonderful, remarkable experience.
That's true.
And so, it would be okay if you didn't wake up, wouldn't it?
Yes.
If you woke up not in that old body, but how we often wake up when we've left the body is, whew, refreshed, in a body that works better. That would be okay. I think it's time for a close.
Yes.
For all of us. To close for all of us. Letting go, for all of us, letting go of our crazy resistance to acknowledging that this could be our last day. In any day, it could always be our last day. This could be our last week, and that is always true.
That's true.
This could be our last month. And not only is that always true universally in this biosphere, it's true in a deeper sense. And that it's fine. There's a gift in everything. So rather than making up a story that it's bad,
Yes.
and rather than pretending that we're okay with it when we aren't, a great attitude is to look for the gift, knowing that we've been given this precious gift of another day, another week, perhaps another month. What is the best use of this precious gift?